What do you think most people eat animals for? What reason? Yeah?
Out of habit.
Out of habit, yeah?
The taste.
They like the taste, sure. What else? Yeah?
Convenience.
Absolutely. And anything else?
Nutrition.
Nutrition, yeah? Okay, great. So let's start with nutrition. Does anybody here think that they need to eat animals to be healthy? If you think that, put your hands up. Yeah, a couple of people. Okay. Oh, quite a few people. Yeah, I thought that for 26 years, so that's not surprising at all. So what is it that we can get in animals that we need, that's essential for our health, that we can't get in plants? Put your hands up. Yeah? Protein. So do you think that there's only protein found in animal products? Okay, where else can we find protein? What foods?
Nuts.
Nuts, seeds, beans, tofu, tempeh, vegan meats. So we can get protein from every single food. And there is more than enough protein in the plant foods that we can eat as well in order for us to sustain ourselves and get strong, healthy. In fact, some of the most elite athletes on the planet, the world record holding strongman, world champion arm wrestler, world record holding ultra marathoner, UFC fighters, football players, are consuming absolutely no animal products, still getting plenty of protein. Are there any other nutrients found in meat or animal products that we can't find in plants? Yep.
Iron.
I'll tell you, iron is found in many different plant foods as well, especially green leafy vegetables, beans as well, certain beans. So we can get all the iron we need from plants as well. The benefit of getting it from plants is, one, there's no cholesterol, which is a leading cause of heart disease, which is the #1 killer. We also reduce our chances of cancers, diabetes, obesity, osteoporosis, and actually 14 out of 15 of the biggest killers we are faced with today. Is our enjoyment of a flavor more important than someone living their life? Yes or no? No? But most people do value their taste buds over the lives of animals, right? Why do we think it's okay to kill and eat pigs, cows, chickens, and fish, but not dogs, dolphins, whales, or even other humans? Why? Is there a good reason? Why do we love some and kill others? Why?
It's ignorant.
It's ignorance. It's ignorance. It's also conditioning. We've been taught from a young age to love dogs and pat dogs and then eat chickens and cows and pigs and fish. Is there any reason why certain animals deserve to live and certain animals deserve to die? Can you think of one? Is there something about the animals that we eat that makes them less valuable than dogs, for example? Has anybody here seen slaughterhouse footage? Put your hand up. You've seen footage of animals being slaughtered? Did that make you hungry? What did it make you feel? Disgusted? Put your hand up if you didn't really like watching it. Yeah, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch someone being murdered, isn't it? It's hard to watch someone getting stabbed in the throat. It's hard to watch an animal getting pushed into a gas chamber, which is what happens in this country. Can you think of any other time in history where we pushed innocent beings into gas chambers? Yeah, what? The Holocaust. In the Holocaust, about 12 million people were killed. They killed them because they were Jews. They discriminated against them based on the religion they were born into. What would happen? What would we call it if we took out the animals from these slaughterhouses and we replaced them with humans? What would we call it? Pardon? A genocide. A genocide. Although a genocide is about eliminating a species. But we don't do that. We don't do that with animals. What do we do with animals? We breed them. We breed them back into existence so that we can kill them again. We breed them, we fatten them up, we kill them again. Do you know how these animals are bred into existence? Artificially. Okay, I'll just give you the scenario. There's a cage. They put a cow in it. They restrain her there so she can't move. A human will shove their arm into the cow's anus, maneuver her cervix, and inject her vagina with bull semen. Now, what if that was a human in that situation? What would we call it? We would call it rape. That's right, we call it rape, we call it a Holocaust. We call it murder, we call it violations of people's most fundamental rights to exist free from slavery, free from suffering, and free from violence. Put your hand up if you think that non-violence is one of the greatest things that our civilization holds valuable. Thank you. Put your hand down. Can you think of anything worse than someone being violent towards you? Or to someone you love? There's not much worse than that. When someone is coming at you with a knife and stabbing you, I guarantee you every other thing is not going to matter. Because what you're experiencing is the worst thing you could ever imagine in your life. It'll be the worst horrific experience that you could ever possibly go through. Immense pain, immense suffering. That's what we put animals through every single day for our food, clothing, entertainment, and through medical testing. Now, if we don't need to kill and eat animals to survive, because we can get every essential nutrient from plant foods, and we agree that we wouldn't pay somebody to kill somebody for us, how do we justify it? Is there a justification? Do you think that maybe we just still do it like this because this is how we always did it? Can you think of any other things in history that we did that was wrong to others, but it was normalized in our society?
Slavery.
Absolutely, slavery. Right now there is the largest and longest standing Holocaust happening today, the most amount of slaves ever in history happening today, and most of the victims end up on your sandwiches. Why is that? Big reason is called speciesism. Because we view humans up here and everyone else down here, just like white people viewed black people, and men viewed women. And we realized men and women are equal. White people and black people are equal. Now you don't have to agree that a dog or a chicken or a fish is equal to a human. Of course there's many differences. We're very sophisticated in our language. We're very sophisticated in our civilization. But what do we share in common with them? We have families, friends, communities, a heart, a brain. Do you think that all animals feel pain? Do you think that any animals want to die? We all want to live, we don't want to die. That's what we share in common with them. So just like slavery happens, if that was happening in our society right now, none of us would be okay with it. Because our culture has taught us right from wrong. A while ago they taught us, no, this is okay. That's where they are in the hierarchy. They deserve to be our slaves. They're less than us. And then our culture changed and we realized that was wrong. We're all equal. Today, there's a massive cultural shift that needs to happen and that is happening right now. And that's what animal rights is all about. That's what veganism is all about. Why do we not eat meat and also not eat eggs and dairy? Why don't we just stop eating meat? Why?
Because when you produce eggs and dairy, you're pretty much doing the same thing that you do when you produce meat.
Exactly right. Like I mentioned with the cow, they rape her like that to breed new babies so that they can steal her milk, which happens once she's had a baby, just like a human mother. In the egg industry, they kill the baby boy chicks by shredding them alive because they don't produce eggs. These are our fellow earthlings. This is our fam. This is our earth family, right? That we're doing this to routinely, always. Us. Not happening in another country like Germany, not happening in the USA, but everywhere. Here. Why does it happen? Because we create a demand for it. Every single time you purchase an animal product, you are paying someone, not just for a product, but for everything that happens to that animal along the way. I'll tell you why I think the world should go vegan. We should all go vegan because, one, we can. Everyone who can do it should do it. Why would we continue paying someone to kill for us when we don't have to? When we can get burgers and pizzas and pastas and cakes and dessert and everything you can think of, but made from plants instead of animals. Why would we do that? Why would we continue causing so much environmental destruction, and animal agriculture is the leading cause of most of it? Greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, water pollution, food wastage, water wastage, if we don't have to. Think about all the hungry mouths out there. You've probably heard about people talking about depopulation. We need to reduce our population, stop population growth. There are 74 billion land animals that we are going to kill every year. 2.7 trillion sea animals. How much food do you think they eat? We give them 6 to 12 times more food than what we can take from them. We give them all this food, all this water, and we take back this tiny little amount. Do you know how many children die of starvation every single day? About 20,000. About 20,000 children every single day. Those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act. Do you know who said that? Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein also said, nothing will benefit humankind and our chances for survival more than the evolution to a vegetarian diet, which back in his day, when he said that, meant a vegan diet. So this is why I think that we should go this way. When most of the time, all you need to do is get soy, rice, almond or coconut milk instead of cow's milk. When you get beans or tofu or a vegan meat instead of an actual body part. By doing so, we reduce the greatest amount of suffering and violence that has ever taken place on our planet. We get healthier. Our friends and family get healthier. We reduce the amount of time we spend in hospital, the amount of medications we get on. We reduce our chances of getting diseases and improve our chances of living a longer life. We reduce the environmental destruction. We have more food and a food surplus to feed the world's hungry. Most importantly, because slavery is wrong, because rape is wrong, because murder is wrong. And all of those things are what we're doing to these innocent beings.